Today has been a day that has tested my patience to the highest degree, and everything for me that can go wrong kind of has. However, a little bit of decent-ish news has dropped. CD Projekt Red has come out with some news, and that news is that The Witcher 3 Next Generation upgrade will be landing on the 14th of December 2022, a month away as of recording this video. And we got some information to go with that, so it's good to finally be hearing about this Witcher 3 Next Gen update that was originally supposed to drop, was it a year ago? I don't know, but hey, CD Projekt went dark on it for a bit, and then they've come back today and been like, yeah, in about a month the update will come and it's going to be free if you own the game already. So that's neat. Obviously, they plan to showcase gameplay next week at some Twitch stream or something like that, but for the time being we've got some information to whet our appetites. Now, my concern about this remaster, since it was announced, or next generation upgrade, or whatever you want to call it, is that it would be the bog standard tacky remaster style of let's just increase the contrast and make overpowering orange lighting the norm. A practice typically seen in games remastered from the Xbox 360 PlayStation 3 generation to the Xbox One PS4 generation, and after a while it did get kind of irritating because it was a bit predictable with remasters that would just overdo the orange lighting to the point of excess. It was not good. Now, I think for me that concern mostly stemmed from consumers' love-hate relationship with CD Projekt Red, and that demographic certainly encompasses my position. They've proven they can make great games, however Cyberpunk was definitely a rocky chapter. So yes, CD Projekt Red can make great games, but they've proven to not be reliable of late, and it's going to take a bit of mending of some bridges for a lot of consumers naturally. Anyway, the information we've got, courtesy of a cdproject.com news article, tells us that there will be more substance to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt's free next generation update coming on the 14th of December. Obviously at the top of the list it will include all DLC, that's kind of a standard, and of course ray tracing, which I think for being a next generation upgrade you can't escape, especially considering it's a game that would definitely thrive from reflective surfaces and has a ton of puddles and other bodies of water, so you can't really escape implementing ray tracing to bring it up to modern standards. There will also be other visual enhancements and faster loading times on consoles, as well as, and this is an interesting bit, a variety of mods integrated into the experience, and apparently there are many other unannounced improvements as well. There will also be new additional content inspired by the Witcher Netflix series that will be covered next week in the dedicated Red Streams event that will be on Twitch, in which gameplay will be presented for the next generation version of The Witcher 3. I wonder what Netflix-inspired content that will entail. It could just redesign Geralt of Rivia to look like Henry Cavill at the start of the game, and then have him, over the course of the game's events, slowly morph into Liam Hemsworth. That's a dumb joke that I found funny in my head. I'm not sure how to think of it now, but I'm sure what it means is like gear, so basically your swords, your outfits, and that's probably all. On top of this, many of these non-visual and performance-related additions will be brought to the current PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch versions of The Witcher 3, so if you own the game you will benefit or suffer from these upgrades one way or another. I think what's stopping me from being too openly critical is the fact that because I already own the game, I will receive the update for free, and that will certainly be the case for many, whereas for people who haven't bought the game, I don't know if it means the price will go up, because especially on PC it will probably become the only version available, not dissimilarly to how Skyrim Special Edition, the upgrade was free, however the original Elder Scrolls V Skyrim was removed from Steam at some point after the fact, and the Special Edition became the only purchasable copy of the game, for better or worse. At the moment on Steam, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt's price for the Game of the Year edition is £35. I don't believe it was that expensive when I bought it a few years back, but whatever. If you're interested in the Witcher games, there's every chance you've already got The Witcher 3 in some capacity to benefit, and if that's not the case, God knows. What I am curious about, after reading the article on cdproject.com and thewitcher.com, is how the mods will be integrated into the experience and what is meant by mods. Is it like mods made by the community? Will they be implemented as a standard, or will there be a menu integrated in the game where you can download community creations to enhance your experience in a more smooth fashion than perhaps using a mod manager or modding the hack and slash way? And what will those mods entail? I presume it will be gear specific, maybe in some areas. I couldn't imagine much else really working. Maybe give Roach a spliff, I don't know. Maybe there will be options to download and automatically install and enable more invasive mods to tailor the experience to how you would want it as well. I mean, that might be a better idea, having that menu there. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to do it, but I'm imagining the mod menu in Skyrim Special Edition, basically, or you know, the microtransaction equivalent. I forget what it's called. The Creation Club. There we go. Yep, that shows how memorable that was. I'm definitely very keen to see how the mods will be implemented, especially when it comes to consoles, because I feel like The Witcher 3 is one of the games that does benefit from a touch of light modding here and there. But maybe I'm reading this wrong and it's like mods in quotation marks, and they've just been created by CD Projekt Red and under the supervision of CD Projekt Red, in failing being them. Before I go down that rabbit hole too far, on another topic, I think something that The Witcher 3 would benefit from in this update is a photo mode, so maybe next week we will find out more, and maybe that will be a feature that is yet to be announced. It may not be. The Witcher 3 doesn't have a photo mode on PC. You can use Nvidia's GeForce Experience blah 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 if you have an Nvidia graphics card to effectively force a photo mode on the game. It has that compatibility. It doesn't work on my PC because of course it doesn't, nothing does, but I think an in-game photo mode certainly won't go amiss. After all, Cyberpunk has one, so it's entirely possible, right? Performance tech and visual enhancements are all good. I certainly expect we'll be hit with a new wave of bizarre bugs within the game, for a little bit at the very least, and I kind of look forward to that. I think it'll be funny. But the thing is, as a free upgrade, it doesn't sound too bad from where I'm sitting, having already purchased the game years ago, at a very low cost at the time. Actually, I think I got it for £17 in 2017, and that's when I first played The Witcher 3. And if I'm not mistaken, and I could very well be, that was 5 years ago, and I've slept a lot since then. I mean, if I didn't, I'd probably be dead. But you get the point. That did include all DLC, whereas now it's double that. Anyway, I've played through The Witcher 3 several times. I love the game. I look forward to seeing what this update will entail, for better or worse, I suppose, and it could go either way, let's be real. And I think it will also be good to have CD Projekt Red able to focus on something entirely that's not a remaster of a 7-year-old game, which is strange to say now, considering they recently announced they're going to remake the original Witcher, which released 15 years ago. But at least there's a fair reason behind that. That game is borderline unplayable. It has aged like a literal fungal infection, whereas this game is getting an upgrade because it's popular. But until next week, it will be unclear whether or not this Witcher 3 Next Gen update will have substance to it or not. It could be complete dog shit, or it could be a by-the-by upgrade that's nice, but not significant. I can't imagine it being massively significant. Regardless, in a month's time, it will also be good to see it put behind us, or at least put behind CD Projekt Red, because I think it's a bit annoying realising they've got an unnecessary remaster between them and whatever project comes next. Not that they're necessarily sticking to a project at a time, and also taking into consideration their workforce has significantly grown, and for a vast majority of this update's development cycle, I believe it was outsourced, was it not? Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited to see what this free next-gen update is going to look like? Are you healthily skeptical, or are you dusting off the pitchfork in the attic? Thank you all for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff, that would be super fantastic. And remember to always tie your shoelaces before you go running across the street, because otherwise you will trip and die. And with any luck, I'll be seeing you all very soon with another video at some point, but until next time, please do take care, and goodbye.